welcome back to the channel. So I'm looking now at your questions from the Instagram story from Wednesday, and I will try to answer as many as possible. And if you like what you see and what you hear, then you're always welcome to help me with the YouTube algorithm, to share and like and subscribe the channel. You would like to be notified when we are releasing new videos about Vedic astrology, so there will be definitely many videos coming up in the future now, so you don't want to miss this. Okay, so we have the first question by Aj-Sign22. How is the house affected by the Karaka? Here are the questions. How is the house affected by the Karaka of the house sitting in a Jupiter in the Sagittarius in the 5th house? So I understand that there's this specific thing which is called Karaka bhavanasha. I'm not sure from which Shastra it's coming, this concept, but I remember Sanjay ji was addressing this question in the post. I have it somewhere in my notes, so if you want you can write me an email and I will send you this if I will find it in my notes, all posts from Vedic astrology forums and other forums. So this was about Jupiter in houses which are also signified by Jupiter, and we know that these houses are foremost 5th and 9th, which are the Trikona, but also the 2nd and 11th. So there are these four houses, four primary houses when it comes to Jupiter being the Karaka, the significator of this house, the bhava Karaka we call it. Every house has some significator and the Lord. So the significator is for all people, but the Lord changes depending on your ascendant. So if your ascendant is, for example, Gemini, then your 7th Lord will be lorded by Jupiter. If your ascendant is Aries, then the 7th Lord will be lorded by Libra, and so on. So the lordship is changing. So the lordship is showing this diversity of human beings or of all embodied souls. So we get these bodies, and all the body is different, so the character is different, and also with the character comes some karmic experience. So it's all full packed in these scheme of these 12 houses. So there is this dynamic of the 12 houses which is working very nicely. But the Karaka, the significator, is the same for all people. So for all people, the significator for Lagna, for ascendant, will be the sun, because the sun is showing the resources and health, and the Lagna, the ascendant, is also showing the health. So the ascendant will show what is the situation, and the sun will show definitely all the fuel, all the resources which are needed for the house to function. For example, the 7th house will show your situation in the relationship, but Venus will show all the fuel, all the substance, the blessings which must be there to call the thing which is going on in the 7th house relationship. So if there is 7th house but there is no Venus relation, then you have something like relationship-ish, but it's not the relationship, because for relationship you need to have that Venus rasa. This it's not the friendship like Mercury, it's not the Jupiter Mercury like transmitting of knowledge. It's just Venus, it's something else. It has this surprise element, we call it. It has this emotion exchange. It has this strong chemistry in the beginning, because it is Rajasic Graha ultimately. So this Venus will make you blood pumping, and it will make your pressure go up, because this moon Venus is also Rudra Yoga. So this Venus is bringing that surprise and that waiting, that little bit anxious but positive anxious, where you are waiting for something nice to happen. Excitement would be the word which I was looking for. So that is the Venus, and if Jupiter is related to these houses, basically, then it means that it's good. And Sanjay ji also debunked that myth, we could say. The myth buster. Sanjay ji, the myth buster, he debunked that myth, and he said that yes, there is something like Karaka bhavanasha, but this is related to Karaka. The pause is making the pressure pause to make some point very important. So this is Karaka. For example, Karaka is about relationship and finances. So if the Karaka is in 7th house, then we have something like the Karaka bhavanasha. Then it's not so auspicious, we say. There is some pressure, there is some force, there is some burning, we say. So one is pressurized with this topic, depending on the relationship of Karaka and the bhava. So when Jupiter is related to the 2nd, 5th, 9, 11, and or the Lord, then it's very good, because it means that whatever the house should do, it's doing. This is the Karaka yoga, very important thing. Whatever the house should do is doing. So that's great then, right? If you have a bad relationship, then as I said, you may have a, let's say, 9th house. You may have some teacher, right? There will be some person, let's say 9th Lord is well placed. So there will be some strong person in your life who will be fulfilling the role of your either protector or a person who is giving a meaning, because 9th house is also about meaning, because meaning is a dharma. Dharma means function. So what you were born to do, that is all the 9th house also. And so there will be someone who is powerful. But if it has bad relationship with Jupiter, then either it's not sustained, so it's not for a long time, the situation happening, or the person is there, but it's not giving you knowledge. He supposed to give you knowledge. He is there is someone, right? If the 9th Lord is badly placed, then it's no talk of even that person in your life. If 9th Lord is badly placed, then you have no shelter, you have no fortune. And that means that you can have really some misfortune, which, for example, my Guruji Larsen was explaining to me examples what it could be. It could be, for example, that you are either getting some disease, which is very rare to get. This is misfortune. You can also get infected by some disease. So basically, that is just example to understand what's going on. What's going on is that you don't have that protection, and you are open. You are very, what is the word? Fragile, right? You are very open to harm because you don't have that protection, right? There's even the meditation. I've heard that there is nice type of meditation when you are meditating and you are basically visualizing yourself that you are in some kind of sphere, we could say, right? In the sphere. This sphere is full of light and it brings you that, it's nice light. It's not overexposed, it's not blinding you, it's very warm and also not cold light, right? Like the soft light here. It's very nice, warm light, which is giving you that protection. And I'm wondering if that meditation will not rebuild a little bit of your kavacha, of your protection. This was a little bit distracting, going somewhere else. But yes, finally, if Jupiter is well placed with those houses, then it's even there is a yoga. Then if that Jupiter is in a specific situation, if Jupiter is in a specific situation in those houses, it brings a lot of wealth. So if you have 5th house, 9th house Jupiter, there is very high chance that you will have a lot of wealth, and that wealth will come as fortune also, if it's 5th or 9th. 5th more from speculation, 9th as a luck, as some kind of, also could be seasonal money, because the 9th house depends on outer factors, like the bhagya, the fortune means that it depends on the outer factors, like Navamsha, a little bit like Navamsha. Alright, so yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Q&A, and I hope you have a nice weekend. I wish you all the best. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.